20 shots to hit the target as many times as you can. You continue on in increments of 25 feet all the way to 75 feet. Once completed, you add the totals. There are 4 aspects of each blaster that can earn a blaster bonus points. These are rate of fire, accuracy device, ergonomics, and iron sights. Whichever blaster has the most points moves forward on the bracket, others are left behind.
Hello guys, to another episode of Snipe or Fail Royale. Today we have 2 pretty interesting ones. We have the big one, which I'm pretty sure you guys came for, which is the Harkonnen, and then the little pistol Ace Mark IV, which is actually, I have 5 versions of Aces. I've made an entire line of them. Ace Mark IV is my strongest one, hitting around 130 FPS. And, in fact, only gets 1 extra point in ergonomics. Because this thing is just weird overall. To load it, you have your ramrod you take off, you load a dart, you ramrod it, you put it down, prime it, fire. And yeah, that's kind of this guy. Now, the Harkonnen is a very heavy blaster. It's based on my anti-tank cannon, but a mini version of it. It's still just as heavy. This thing hits 110 feet per second with Mega XL rounds. And it also gets only 1 bonus point in iron sights, because this sight is actually pretty good. You wonder how you actually load this thing. You put it on the ground, you pull its barrel out, just like that. You load around, shut it, pump it up, and then you fire. Out of that, nothing really much else to say. Let's take these guys to the challenge. See which one comes out on top, shall we? Alright, here we go. We got Ace Mark IV at 25 feet, 20 shots. Let's see how many we can hit, shall we? Shoots high. One. Oh, I got a hold of it. 2. 3. 'Right over. 4. 5. Oh, come on, that was so close. To the right. Last one. Five at 25 feet. Not too awful. It's going to be way better at 50 and 75 feet, I bet you. So let's go back to 50. Ace Mark IV at 50 feet. Let's see what we can do, shall we? These are all used darts. No need to get exact stats, just see how good it does. Alright. This we might be able to shoot this thing actually straight from here. That one's really high. Maybe we do have to aim a little bit lower. That one went to the moon and back. Maybe this thing is not very accurate, now that I think about it. No, aim a lot lower. I count that, that's one. Hit the target, so that's one. If you're curious why this thing has so much pop-up, the barrel of this is actually just a tube of a air blaster's like piping, so it's really, really tight. Do I know why it does that? No, but you can take it from there. Oh, just a little bit to the right. Bad dart. I think we probably already got this in the bag though. Even though this thing, even though, you know, we're going against the Harkonnen, I think Ace Mark IV has this. But we have to do the whole thing, just to be sure. Just a couple more darts. Everything was going straight and then it just went down. Man. Drop the priming. I mean, drop the bits. Ramrod. Oh, that was nice edge. Well, one shot at 50 feet. Let's move back to 75 feet. See what Ace Mark IV can do. Sometimes it hits hard, sometimes it doesn't. Like, what the heck is this? That's one. I think that's our first shot at 75 feet, huh? Crazy. I think it is, at least. From what I could see, or did it hit the black part? Review the footage and I'll do the best I can to decide. Swirly dart, as always. Just a little to the right. Well, a lot to the right. Alright, last dart. Oh, so close. Not too bad. Let's see the results. The luck of the wheel. We got the Harkonnen, my Mark II Mega XL launcher. Let's see how this thing goes at 25 feet, shall we? Mega XL is not very accurate, if you can tell. And some darts just also don't like going into the blaster. everywhere but what I'm aiming at, it seems. Finally one goes straight and I still miss. I'm good at hitting that tree at least. Come on, hit it. Nope, doesn't want to hit it. Higher, that's for sure. This is what you have to deal with. Oh, come on, that thing turned. One. I count that. That's one. Can we get lucky with two? Let's see. Nope. Alright. Not even close. It went straight-ish. Last one. Well, we got one. Not high hopes, so let's move back to 50, shall we? The Harkonnen at 50 feet. This is not going to be fun. Decided to leave all the darts just on the ground because it goes the distance, just not accurately. And you may say, take some time to aim and stuff. Like, I'm fully aiming. I take the time to fully aim. It's just Mega XL. I don't know what you expect. Oh, a misfire. Escape. This thing can't hit the broadside of a barn right now. And its barrel that I made for it is a modification of its original barrel. And it's slowly falling apart, so its air pressure is slowly getting worse over time because its seal is ripping apart. So the seal is just some electrical tape that frays every time I pull it out. It takes a lot of power to get a Mega XL round to get this far, so at least I'm still aiming straight at 50 feet. Man, I'm tired. Oh, geez. That one's sky high. Honestly, even though this is very inaccurate, it's more accurate than I thought it would be. I should make one with an automatic pump. Why haven't I done that yet? Well, I domed the pole of it. That doesn't count. Why haven't I made a electrical pump version of an anti-tank rifle? Guess that's one of my next builds. You just need one of these to go perfectly straight, have the right amount of power, and it'll hit that target no problem. Easy, right? Well, I think that was probably the shot. Oh, We almost floated in. Oh, come on. That's what I thought was going to start happening. So now I have to hold the barrel because its O-ring completely got destroyed. Which makes this even harder. Come on. Alright, well, I don't know how many more shots it's got, but we'll move back to 75. Harkonnen at 75 feet. We've hit one so far. It has to get, what, 6 or 7 at 75 feet? I don't think that's happening. We'll see what it can do. And that's a misfire. That's another misfire. Oh. Well, why not fire it straight from the front of the barrel? Another one. Barrel getting worn from all the darts in it. Where's the pressure overcoming the barrel now? Alright. Because the O-ring has completely fallen apart, I'm going to call it here. It was never going to hit it. So, let's take it to the results, shall we? So, in the end, what happened? Well, we had to cut Harkonnen short because the way it loads is with these two just electrical tape parts holding together, no O-ring or anything, and they started ripping apart and failing. So I had to stop it at like 1 or 2 rounds at 75 feet because it just wouldn't fire because the pressure was just escaping. And that's on my bad. This guy is not made well because this is actually the second modification to it because the original one failed as well. So this was my second build of its loading mechanism. So it wasn't that great, honestly. So that was an issue, that's for sure. But this guy comes in at points, and honestly, that's terrible. The worst before this was 7. And then we have Ace Mark IV, which honestly did pretty impressive. It has insane amount of hop up for a half dart blaster for some reason. But this thing just makes them skyrocket. But even so, this thing comes in with, so you know what that means. This guy comes out on top, moves on, and is the champion of this week's episode. Sorry that I took a break for a week because this guy was hard to shoot. And this guy I will not be selling because it has a lot of issues. It is very cool, but it does have a lot of issues. So we'll stay with me. I promise you I will sell some of these blasters. I promise. This is just the first couple episodes. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you stay tuned because this guy in its next round will go against the crossbow, I believe. Yeah. And with that, I hope to see you next time in a completely different one. I'm having a great time with this challenge. And bye-bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment.